It's
61 in Monette, 61 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, and today we're featuring Michael from Carthage.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, well, good. You weren't missing anything. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
We're working on. Yesterday we had some issues on OBS.
All right, 7 seconds.
Hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 80s this afternoon. It's 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
We've got your first chance of the day to get some of the secret sound about 10 minutes away.
All you have to do is be caller number 5 at 7:20 when you hear the secret sound.
Tell us what the sound is, and the money is yours.
And don't forget, you can go to the website, KIX1025.com. Somewhere, hidden somewhere on the website, are hints that will help you guess and win the secret sound.
It's Randy Hauser.
On the 4 states #1 for cash.
KIX 102.5.
Sorry, guys, I was explaining. We're looking at yesterday. We began to experiment with templates and stuff on OBS and overwrote accidentally all of our existing settings. So Jen did.
Sorry.
Anyway, through a recovery process, we were able to bring them back, but we've been since getting an error message on one of our services saying that our keyframe rate is set too high. Why weren't we seeing that before?
I'm not sure.
That's like, could it possibly have been coming up and you not notice it? And I was like, no, I would see that. So I've got a couple of articles here. Okay, so one, that guy does not explain where to find it. Open OBS and go to the settings menu. Click on the output tab. Under streaming or recording, you'll find the keyframe interval option. I hate it when their instructions don't match. Output, streaming, keyframe option. No, there we will not. It does not. Leave it at default. There is no default. I hate it when... Because you're on it. Where do you see advanced? It should drop down to advanced. Where? Right there where I'm clicking? Oh. Mainly because we're streaming right now. That's where it should be. Okay. Then we can fix that later. And their instructions did not say at the top of the page under where it says output mode, choose advanced.
Right.
Engineers do not know how to write instructions. But that could be some of what's giving issues on the website streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Because what that does is keyframe, my understanding of it based on all the garbage I had to read yesterday in an attempt to find just how do you change the settings,
Right.
was that when you have a video such as the one you're looking at of Jen and myself, there's a lot of frames in this image that never change. So all this stuff that you see back there, it never moves, it never changes. So the processing is intelligent enough to recognize, hey, that stuff is all staying the same. There's no need to send it again. Those are called keyframes. So the keyframes stay the same, and it only changes the information that changes. Like, if I don't move, I don't need to change. But if I do that, then this part needs to change in the streaming video. So it makes it a lot more efficient at sending the video through the internet, and it doesn't require as much information.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. So if
The more
that's
you know.
set too high, then it's sending way too much information. And that can be taxing on your internet or on platforms that don't have a pre-buffer load like ours.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube does. So we might be able to fix some of those issues by doing some of this. But I also found another YouTube video where a guy went through and said, there's a lot of things you can change in OBS that will make your streaming a lot better experience for your viewers.
Cool.
So we're going to look at some of those things, hopefully today. Yeah. Although we may not have time because we've got a bunch of other people's garbage that we have to take care of.
Joy. Yeah, I'm sorry, Floyd. It's up now. Morning, Pam. Good morning, Jimmy. Morning, Megan. Morning, Sheila. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Sarah and Floyd and everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
LinkedIn is experiencing issues with the LinkedIn API.
LinkedIn?
New destination or streaming to LinkedIn may be impacted until the issue is resolved. That's a new message I saw on Restream.
We're not on LinkedIn.
I know. I guess that's just a generic.
Okay.
No, we had the mics off when we first started because you have to earn the right to hear us.
Jeez. There we go.
Very interesting. You're right, Megan. Really, it's not, though. It's what passes for interesting anymore. Well, I have a technical issue. Join the crowd. Hey, this is very interesting, though. We were talking about it earlier. Jen and I were off the air. They have a drug that is getting ready to go into human trials that will regrow teeth.
That is insane to think about.
I'm not making this up. This is a real thing. So there's a team of scientists led by a Japanese pharmaceutical startup that are getting ready to start human trials on a drug that has successfully grown new teeth, third-generation teeth, in animal test subjects. I mean, a lot of animals, everything from dogs to meerkats to ferrets to mice.
So how does it work?
Well, there are these things. I looked it up. The story we had didn't tell too much, so I went ahead and looked it up. There are these things that develop in your gums called teeth buds, and they're very common in everyone up until about, I think, the age 65, 70, when you begin to naturally lose teeth, where they begin to fall out, where the gums begin to die and atrophy. Mm-hmm. So these teeth buds grow to a certain point, but there is a protein in our body that apparently inhibits them from growing on, which is kind of pleasant to sleep at night knowing, because otherwise you can picture people with grow lots of teeth, you know. But there are these proteins that stop that. Well, they have this drug that a new tooth, when needed, can be injected into that particular gum area and promote its growth.
That's got to be very painful, though.
Why?
Because cutting teeth is very painful in and of itself.
Yeah, but, okay, painful. Would you rather have to spend multiple $1,000s and go through multiple procedures, which you pay for, which is very painful too, of having an implant put in, you know, and all that drilled into your socket, into the jawbone, and then they leave a little metal post there for it to, I guess it's magnetically connected on most of those implants, aren't they?
I don't know. Or
screwed on. And have that, or maybe a little cut in gums, you know.
But we have no idea how much that's going to cost.
No, there is no idea or its effectiveness, or here's what side effects there will be from this. Probably everybody grows a tail.
Like, how do you know it's going to grow a tooth right there? Like, are they injecting it straight into the...
it directly into that particular tooth bud.
Into the bud itself.
Yeah, and they do a localized. It's an antibody that shuts the protein that prevents the tooth growth down.
So you're not going to have a tooth growing out the side of your nose or something.
We can hope. At least the first few do. They'll look like Evil Ed from Evil Dead 2, you know. And then we had to go look that up. Mm-hmm. And Jen has seen that movie.
I've seen it.
Did you like it? Do you remember?
I don't think I did. I don't remember, though.
But you've seen Ash, what's the other one?
19 when I watched
What's the sequel after that? KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We've got your first chance to guess some of the secret sound right after Justin Moore.
On KIX. I was stupid. Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. There we go.
That's the sequel that comes after it. So that's, to me, is more ridiculous even than Evil Dead 2. Yes. More of a story, but still a ridiculous movie. Evil Dead 2 is just fun. It's like, hey, yay, cut her head off, and she still talks to you. What a hoot of a time that was.
Beans keeps putting her stickers on my cup.
Yeah, serves you right.
Because I rock. Do you see that? It says you rock. 'Cause I rock.
No, moms do.
I went to the dentist yesterday, and they were like, do you want a free toothbrush? And I was like, I don't get a toy. And they were like, no.
Would you like a new tooth, though?
It's like, okay, well, I guess give me the toothbrush. So I got a new toothbrush.
My dentist gives me a bag of stuff.
Yeah, that's what they gave me a bag and they filled it up with a toothbrush,
And a
toothpaste. I didn't get a cookie.
I get a cookie, which is weird. It's kind of like they're guaranteeing business that way. Here, eat this one. It has twice as much sugar. Leave it in your mouth while you sleep. Megan says, I want them all pulled in dentures like a normal person, right? Yeah, so that can actually regrow teeth. That to me is just crazy.
That is crazy.
And what if this was abuse? People did go in extra teeth,
Oh,
We've seen the people that have them that grow out the side of the gums and stuff,
You
It's
start.
become a fashion thing.
What if you had like shark teeth? Or 2 rows of teeth or something?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I guess
We got like 30 seconds. The board ready? Woo, boy. Let's give away some money, maybe.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country morning kicks with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs nearing 88 this afternoon. It's 64 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 5 minutes. But right now, it is time for you to win some cash.
We're looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To guess and win the secret sound.
$502.50 could be yours.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
What do you think?
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Caller number 5, 623-1025.
$502.50 could be yours if you can tell us what it is.
From the 4 states, #1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller 2.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 3.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4.
Hi, Morning Kicks. Caller number 5. Who is this? Kim, where are you from?
Kim from Web City.
You are caller number 5.
Woo!
All right, Kim. For $502.50, can you tell us?
What is this sound?
She says folding a tarp.
For $502.50, that is.
Oh, not it, Kim.
But we're going to add another $25 to the jackpot.
Making it $527.50.
And give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20.
Thanks, Kim.
She was not happy.
I
Man.
knew it was folding a tarp, but I forgot what I was going to say when I got on the radio.
Man.
It definitely took a while to answer.
You ruined her day, Randy.
You ruined her day.
You ruined her
She
day.
had to look at you on the thing.
Excuse me?
Did you fart again? Again?
Again.
I did with my mouth a little.
Thank you, Kyle.
Is he saying inappropriate things on there?
No. He's being real supportive. Appropriate thing. Are you ready? We've got 10 seconds. Ready?
Sort of. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
We're looking for caller number 5 to get someone the secret sound. Kim from Web City.
You are caller number 5.
Woo!
All right, Kim. For $502.50, can you tell us
What is this sound?
I think it's folding a tarp.
She says folding a tarp.
For $502.50, that is.
Oh, not it, Kim.
Dang it.
But we're going to add another $25 to the jackpot
Making it $527.50.
and give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20.
All right, thanks.
Jimmy says, I still can't find the clue. Floyd says, I looked for about an hour yesterday. Couldn't find the hint.
You guys, I swear you were going to just kick yourselves. Or come on down here and I can do it for you after we show you where it is, because it's right
Don't kick me.
there.
It is right there, though.
It is right there. I mean,
Right there?
right there. So obvious. And the next hint, I think, it's a little trickier.
I think this one's going to be tricky.
Yeah, it's a little trickier. But
As it should be, because it's going to be the answer, right?
Well, almost. It almost is.
Almost is.
Yeah, it is the answer. Now that I think about it, it really is the answer. So we can say the answer is up. And I think we will do that Monday if nobody wins it this week. We'll put that one up. We said over 500
Yeah.
that we'd be ready.
I think over on Mondays.
Maybe not, though. Maybe that would be good to go into the weekend with saying, hey, just put up the answer. Go look at it all week long on your tracks. You could then push that. Yeah, we might do it tomorrow.
Sheila says there's a huge lag today. I know, that's because of the frame rate thing.
Is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
We believe we figured out what's causing the lag. I don't know why this is suddenly a thing or why that suddenly started popping up.
Right.
We've never seen that before. We haven't changed any of the settings on anything, and all of a sudden we're getting this. So today, when we get done with the video, we are going to go in and try to streamline, change some of those things. So
Better than we did yesterday, or I did yesterday.
when you look up videos, we're not going to mess with the templates on the design, but when you look up how to speed up your streaming, your OBS stream, there is a couple of videos where guys go in and tell you step-by-step things to do that can improve your streaming speed.
Cool. Is there a video tab over on the left, too?
Get better performance in OBS with these tricks. That's the video.
Have a great day, Sarah.
Or not.
Oh my gosh, I need to put more water in there.
What were you asking me a while ago? About, is there a what?
A video tab on the left?
Video. And it is base canvas resolution, output scaled resolution, downscale filter, resolutions match, no downscaling required. So that's
Is the video outfit currently active?
yes.
Okay.
Common FPS values, so we can't change any of that.
Okay. So yeah, so we
We could turn off any output. So I wonder if. No, I was saying if we put in like a blank, like fade to black, if we could change, but we can't because it's
No.
an output.
we'll just have to wait until after the
Yeah,
video.
we're just going to have to wait until we're done.
Ow.
So there are a whole bunch of these videos. Best OBS streaming settings for slow internet. Improve your stream quality in 10 steps. 10 steps, whatever. Get better performance in OBS with these tricks. There's a whole bunch of these things.
Cool.
Low-end machine, no problem. You can still have really, really good video. And some of the guys who were watching on there, their video was really, really good. Just didn't have time to watch the videos and get into all that. We're dealing with too much as is. There is so much we could do if we didn't have to take care of other people's crap. Isn't that true for everybody?
So
I
true.
could get so much done.
What do you mean, Randy?
Well, we both have to voice track today. So that has to be priority number one.
Yeah.
And Jen's going to be filling in for Brett James today because he's a loser. And I mean, let's be honest.
Unless he's feeling better today.
So anyway, Jen's going to be filling in for Brett James today this afternoon. So we've got to get that all set up.
Are we going to change the hours any?
Hours. Oh, of what we cover and don't cover?
Yeah.
I don't think so because you're just voice tracking.
Okay.
I don't think so. Did we last time?
Not yesterday, but the time before that we did. We gave MJ more.
Yesterday we didn't do anything. Brett went ahead and, I don't know, MJ may have done some of it.
I voice tracked Brett's show.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Except for the secret sound part, right?
Except for the 6 down because Brett
Okay.
was adamant that he was going to do that himself.
Okay. I don't think so. Would you rather we did?
I mean, 2 and 1/2 and the other, whatever you say.
To me, that hour there is not that important, so it doesn't matter to me. Both of you are having to do some heavy lifting because of this. I mean, he's having to make sure he's in here and do all the production to get the secret sound done and everything. That's a lot. So, I don't know. If it means that much to have an hour done, to take an hour off of it, then yeah, we can have him do it.
Not necessarily, no.
Everybody hear about Cher's whole situation?
No, what's going on with Cher?
So I'm trying to find a good story of it.
Is she okay?
Oh, well, that's questionable. She's been accused of hiring men to kidnap her son from a hotel where he was staying with his wife last year.
What?
Yeah, court documents filed by Elijah Blue Allman, which this is her son with Greg Allman when she was with him, married to him. Mary Angela King, his wife, alleged that 4 men removed him from a New York hotel room on their anniversary in November of last year.
And is he okay? What happened?
Well, the whole story, and I'm trying to find a good one of it. Newly revealed court documents accusing her of employing...
Hold on. We got to do a...
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:30.
Have you started raking up all the leaves in your yard yet?
No, I got neighborhood kids to do that for me.
Oh, that's so smart. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and underpay them every single time.
Every time, right?
Yeah, well, they've got a message they want to give to everybody in their neighborhood. We'll let them do after Zach Brown Band.
On KIX 102.5.
That is where that is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got this up in front of me. So anyway, the allegations were outlined in a court declaration that were signed by his wife. They were recently made public as part of their ongoing divorce case that was filed by Allman a year prior to the alleged abduction. In the filing, she claims that she and her husband, Allman, had committed to working on their marriage after Cher had requested she leave the family home. So Allman and King allegedly spent 12 days alone together in New York leading up to their anniversary, which is when the kidnapping is said to have happened. So after they spent those 12 days together in New York, 4 people came to our hotel room and removed him from our room. And she was told that they were hired by Cher. She said, "I'm currently unaware of his well-being or his whereabouts. I'm very concerned and worried about him. It's been over almost a year. And since then, I've been told I'm not allowed to see or speak to him, who is currently in lockdown at a treatment facility that is unclosed to me. I'm told he has no access to his phone." She said, "I understand his family's efforts to make sure he's well, but I want to do what's best for my husband."
So he's in a treatment facility for...
Yeah, addiction. Since he was a preteen, he first got involved with heavy drugs. I mean, your mom is Cher. Your dad's Greg Allman. You're going to be a drug addict. That's just, laid out for you. He'd been in and out of recovery stints, and as his relationship with sobriety has fluctuated, so has his relationship with Cher, and her representative didn't immediately return any requests for further comment. So
Wow.
there you
Yeah, it is.
What's interesting is how plastic that woman is.
She didn't used to be.
Oh, my gosh. You realize how old she is? She is 77 years old. Now look up current picture of her.
Do we need to put another one? I thought it was going to be 34, but it's only going to be 33.59.
It'll be 34.
It'll be 33.58.
Oh, no.
Should I put it in?
That's 2 seconds off, Jen.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look up a current picture of Cher, that's a 77-year-old woman.
She doesn't look it.
She doesn't. She looks plastic, though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I've seen mannequins that look more real than that.
She used to be so gorgeous.
Through the miracle of surgeries. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 734.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 80s this afternoon at 64 in Joplin.
And we'll have a look at 4 states news and weather in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know what is the worst thing that you've ever tasted.
Oh, my gosh. Where do we start?
The mudfish. That was awful.
Or candied eels.
I can't believe you ate that.
Or the mealworms that we've enjoyed in here. We've had some of the most interesting foods on Morning KIX.
What do you mean enjoyed? You like the mealworms?
Better than the candied eels, I did. If given the choice, I'll take the mealworms over any of that.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot less flavor than there was.
Gross,
Yeah,
Randy.
It was awful.
So you can call or text to let us know what the worst flavor is you've ever tasted at 623-1025.
So since it is fall cleanup season, apparently the neighborhood kids have taken a page from the Screen Actors Guild and the auto workers because they are getting organized.
So what's going on? What are they doing?
They've formed this thing called the Neighborhood Kids Association, at least in my neighborhood, and they have an announcement that they'd like us to play for all of the area residents that want fall cleanup this season.
The following is a message from the National Neighborhood Kids Association.
It's autumn, the time when neighborhood kids earn extra money raking your leaves. And we've got a message for homeowners everywhere. Stop being cheap! I'm Billy Jenkins, president of the NNKA. And I'd like to say, $5? Really? For the whole lawn? $5? I've been raking for 3 hours! My bony little arms are about to fall off!
The National Neighborhood Kids Association would like to remind grown-ups that it's no longer the old-timey black and white days like when you grew up.
And $5 is not a lot. I mean, I'd have to rake 10 lawns just to buy the new Madden 18 game. Yeah!
The National Neighborhood Kids Association asks that you pay kids a living wage.
And free soda!
And free soda, too.
Yeah!
Whoops.
All right. I'm going to put that in bed so we'll never load it from there.
Oh, they're all getting excited for your birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Sheila says everyone knows what next month is. Every Tuesday.
Are you insane?
Emily said, my messages won't send on the KIX app. Emily, sign out and sign back in. We were working with our web director yesterday and getting it fixed up.
We found that yesterday, if you'll sign out and then sign back in, that most of the time it begins working.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Emily, are you using an Apple phone? Because I'm still doing a little survey. Most of the people that I've seen that are having this issue are on iOS.
I don't know how that would matter because I still had the issue on my computer.
I don't know. You still do?
I don't now, but I did.
Yeah, I don't get it either, unless, like we were saying, it's carrying some of the security settings over from an account. There's so many moving parts anymore.
Yeah.
Burp.
Every time I look at older pictures of Cher, it makes me want to have really, really, really long hair.
Yeah, do like that hair.
It's gorgeous. Emily says it's Samsung.
Okay. So I called the winners yesterday from the deal.
How'd that go?
The first one, she's disappointed. She'd already got them. But the second one, I had to leave a voicemail. But Melissa just emailed me and said, sorry I didn't let you know on this because she didn't. Mark did. And she had canceled it. But, all right, I canceled it, too, when I did that. And that's what let her know, I ought to probably include him in this message.
Right.
So I said, you need to call and let the winners know. So I'm going to let her do that again. It's no problem to over-communicate, right?
Right.
And so she needs to do that so that she can have the experience of having to do that. Maybe she'll be more careful about those next time.
Maybe.
I doubt it, but maybe.
Oh, Emily said it worked.
See?
Yay.
Yeah, great.
I'm so glad we're getting that figured out. Now you just can't forget your password.
So earlier, we made a mistake.
We did?
Yeah.
What did we do? What happened? Where are you going? What did we do? What is it? Oh, thank you. I'm going to have a collection of these by the end of this.
So when I need a pick, I can go, Jen. So we looked, according to Vice.com, the magazine in Brazil, there are currently 4 nude barbershops.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it said, yeah, there's pictures. They're not bad pictures. And it's all male, by the way. These are male barbershops,
yeah.
okay? They are not about sex. They're about nudism. You get your hair cut while sitting in a chair nude because... Anyway, the shop is called Barberia Naturista in the city of Fortaleza was the first one to open. And the owner says the point of the salon is to spread the practice of nudism beyond beaches and campsites into urban spaces. Oh, hey, maybe nude gas stations are next. So he said, by showing a form of internal beauty that few get to see, they cut more than the hair on your head. Yes. Due to high demand, his salon is open until 2 a.m. every night.
What?
By golly, there's pictures. Heaven help you if he drops the clippers in your lap.
Oh, no.
Shave and a haircut. Ow! So you might be leaving a tip whether you want to or not.
Oh, Randy. And they're naked, by the way. The people sitting there are naked, and the barber's also naked.
Yeah.
So everybody up in there naked.
Picture the last time you went to the barber and that whole process, of how he stood next to you and was doing this, leaning and getting in there,
Uh-huh.
what that would be like.
You're just going to have naked bodies rubbing all over you.
Welcome to my shop. Before we begin, please dip yourself in this tub of hand sanitizer.
Right?
Yeah.
Like how many naked butts are sitting on that chair?
Well, that and his butt and other junk rubbing up against you while he's
everybody's business
getting
all
in
up
there
in
to do
everything.
that edge cut.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. I don't get it, but there you go.
Jimmy says, I seen they said if you won tickets to keep them, they would let you use them next year.
Really? Like they're going to have it next year? Do you know why they canceled, Emily?
On their Facebook page, it said out of their control.
Well, according to what they told us, it's because they didn't sell enough tickets.
That's not what they're saying on Facebook.
Yeah. So which I guess is technically true. It is stuff out of their control. But if you are basing whether you have a concert or not, whether or not by how many tickets you sell, then I don't feel like you should be having it in the first place. Because, and here's the reason, because that means that you're funding the concert from ticket sales. And that's not the way events, promotions like that are supposed to work. supposed to have advanced capital to put on the event, and then you make profit off of ticket sales based on advertising and everything. But you cannot fund a concert from your ticket sales. You cannot. Eventually, it may pay for it, but
Right. The country jam was canceled, Emily.
oh, Jimmy that said that. There's been multiple owners in that place.
Really?
Yeah, and they just seem to have a hard time making a go of it.
That's too bad.
I think it's because too many come in without enough advanced capital to be able to do like we were saying. You've got to be able to fund a certain number of these things to become established as a venue where people think of you. And then you've got to market well, too.
Yeah.
They were starting to get a handle on that, I feel like, but this will do damage.
I'm sure it's hard, too. You come into a new business and you're so excited and you have all these really big ideas and things that you want to do. You know. Oh, there's Melissa. Hey, guys. Yes, the Stomping Grounds will honor any winning tickets at any event they have in 2024.
Any ticket at any event.
That's what she's saying.
So you could use them for anything. Did she hear that? Was she clarifying, or is she on here?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Yeah. Thank you, Melissa. So I don't know if they've got any other events planned for this year. I've noticed like they had monster trucks earlier this year. They had, I think, didn't they have bull riding, some rodeo event that they had. So they have had numerous events already this year. Yes, she's clarifying. Thank you, Melissa. So when you call those winners, if you'll let them know that, one lady, I think, said she was going to tear hers up.
Oh.
So she may not have known. Yeah, it was, especially us in the middle of a promotion.
20 seconds.
We had to do a little backpedaling. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 745.
Here's Nate Smith with World on Fire.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Every time I think of this, or I hear this song now, I think of that Country Dirt video where he's talking about his hometown burning down.
His hometown burned down?
Yeah. And he was like, so the song's kind of ironic because my hometown actually burned down.
Oh, that's right. You were telling about how the whole place, but there wasn't much to it, was there?
No, I don't think so. There we go.
Oh, and they are also issuing refunds, according to their website.
So you can get a refund or hang on to
get
it
a
until
refund.
next year.
You don't have to keep the ticket and use them for something else. You can get a refund.
Mm-hmm. But certainly our ticket winners can't refund their tickets.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it says if you purchase a ticket from our ticket outlet, they can be returned for a full refund. If you want any tickets, please hold on to them. We will honor them at one of our 2024 events.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
You ready? Are you sure?
All right, Melissa, appreciate that. She said she'll let them know.
Fabulous.
There's only 2 of them. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the upper 80s. It's 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 12 minutes. Plus, in the next hour, we're going to be talking about the worst thing that you have ever tasted.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
And if it's Jen's cooking, that's okay. That's
hey,
okay. I mean, just
rude.
let us know.
I think I'm a pretty decent cook.
Sure you do. I mean, somebody has to, right?
You've had my cooking before. I've brought stuff in and you ate it. You said it was good.
Yeah, she did. So, anyway, whatever the worst thing you ever tasted was, 623-1025 to text or tell us.
Why are you being so mean this
What?
morning,
I thought
man?
I was really holding back. I thought, or you can tell us on Facebook.
So we are in the thick of back to school everything right now. My kids are back in dance and soccer and
You were
cheer
telling me
and
the other day
everything.
how many things you had to do in an evening. It was like after 10 before you finally got home.
It
and
was
got settled
insane.
in.
I have so little time to myself these days because we are just going. My kids are like there 24/7, it feels like.
Well, you're not the only one that feels that way. There's a new study that says parents only have about 32 minutes to themselves every day. That's all they get. And that a lot of them even have to hide from their kids just to get a breather.
You know, this study, they looked into the lives of about 2,000 moms and dads, and they found that the typical parent just has a little over 30 minutes to themselves once a week. Once they're done with like parenting duties and things like that, 30 minutes. That's it.
And with free time hard to come by, the average parent that they polled said they take to hiding from their kids like up to 4 times a week just to be able to carve out a little space for themselves.
And that's because 32% of parents don't actually stop working until at least 8 p.m. when parenting duties have already been factored in.
920 seconds. That's 32 minutes of freedom each day. 1,920 seconds for tired parents to get away. No whining, no diapers, no tantrums, no help with homework. Some peace and some quiet, you need it so bad. 1,920 seconds. That's time so precious for mom and dad.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
On the topic of what's the grossest thing you've ever tasted,
Yeah.
I would have to say clam juice.
Oh, that just sounds gross.
An entire bottle on a dare.
Ugh. So here's the thing. There's this, isn't that Anheuser-Busch? Someone has the Clamato,
Clamato, yeah.
which has clam juice in it. What the heck? Beer, clam juice, and tomato. My, what a wonderful combination that must be.
I wouldn't know. I can't drink it. Allergies to tomatoes.
Wait, so what did you win then from the dare?Id you win something good at least?
$1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might
do
do
that
that.
for $1,000 bucks.
It was worth throwing up for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for calling.
have a good one.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
The worst thing I've ever tasted my whole entire life is Limburger cheese.
Limburger
What
cheese
is that?
pretty gross. You've never heard of Limburger cheese?
No, never.
I think they make it from old socks, don't they?
All I know is it's so gross.
Is it like super stinky cheese or
Yeah.
something?
Yes, my ex-husband said it was the best tasting thing I tried it.
I don't
Ugh.
understand how people, what goes wrong in their life, that their mothers not love them enough that they have to, consume things like that.
How do you get past the smell to eat it?
Some people, I guess, like the smell, which you got to wonder what's wrong with their souls.
It comes in a glass jar, and it is
Ew.
Scoopable cheese.
Scoop. Oh, that just sounds gross.
That is. It is gross.
It's kind of slimy looking too.
Ew. Okay, you're not selling it. Thank you.
Megan says she found the hint. Thanks for calling.
Have a good one.
I forget. Megan, send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot of it.
Yeah, send us a
so
screenshot.
that I can know you did for sure. She
Emily
said,
says I have to hide from mine. Same.
Yeah, I don't know how you hide from yours, Emily, because Emily has 33 children.
Morning, Carol. Can you move the chat up and move Dustin Lynch out of the way? Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? Morning, Kenda. How are you? We've got more people on KIX site today. Aren't you stopping by sometime this weekend and don't we get to see you?
Why did it do that?
There. Oh my gosh, the Clamato beer is amazing. Not pre-made. I mix it myself. We made homemade Clamato and I canned. Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds delicious. Sounds amazing, Dorinda.
Are you being sarcastic?
Maybe. So, yeah, did Megan send it?
No, Megan, send
a screenshot, Megan. We want to know if you
it.
actually found it. Sounds like she did.
It sounds like you did.
She says you're staring right at it, and it's totally camouflaged.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it is. I mean, I don't think it's camouflaged hardly at all. If you're really
I think
reading,
it is because
you've got to be really paying attention to
Yeah.
to the content to be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Emily says, yeah, it feels like I have 33 kids sometimes. Well, you know, I guess Emily's religion is against birth control. So
Prophylactics.
yeah, prophylastic is a better
Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Good morning.
Hey, Dustin.
Dustin. How goes it? Good. You getting excited for the weekend? What you doing this weekend? Ooh, that'll
The
be
lake.
fun.
He's doing the lake.
What you listening to?
Stuff.
Okay. You want to hear some Garth this morning?
All
right,
right. We'll get
Dustin.
it on for you, buddy.
Have a great day.
Thanks. Love Dustin. He listens to a different radio station, but he calls us. It's always some other radio station he's listening to. He's probably wondering, why won't they play my song? Yep. You found it, Megan. You did find it. Pretty good, isn't it? Megan found the hint.
Good job,
Of course
Megan.
she
That
did.
proves that it's there. That proves that it's there.
It is there.
So for those of you who are like, I've looked everywhere, can't find it's there.
It's there. You're just not looking well enough.
Megan's got a leg up now.
Oh, put your leg down, Megan. What the heck? You're in public.
I have to pee.
Yeah, my wife, she was complaining to me.
What a weird segue.
Yeah, I know. I have to pee. Yeah, my wife, she was complaining about the streaming on the app and the website. She said it cuts out way too much. And I think this may fix that issue.
Hopefully.
Because apparently Stitch does not have the same preload capabilities that YouTube and Facebook
What's
does.
Stitch?
Not Stitch.
Twitch?
Twitch. Stitch. Stitch Fix.
Stitch, Twitch,
Well, a
Fix.
friend of Dick's. And
Wait, what was that?
Ticks. So they apparently a lot of gaming streamers have to do this to accommodate their viewers on there. So it's just YouTube and Facebook really that have that ability to have smooth, pre-rolling buffers. So I was watching. I'm in the middle, since there's nothing on TV, I'm watching Grand Tour, old episodes of Grand Tour, which is the British guys, that go around the world on different cars and stuff and have
Jeremy's
adventures.
in that, right?
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in Namibia last night, driving across the Namibian desert in dune buggies made out of old Volkswagen Beetles.
Cool.
And so they like to play pranks on one another. So on James, while he was asleep one night, they got in his car and they replaced the shifter with a very large adult toy. And they were calling it the... That caught Jen unawares.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was so funny because he finally got it. I don't want to say got it off. He removed it, was able to remove it from the shifter, and they were driving by each other, throwing it into each other's cars. This big rubber thing would go flying through there and hit him in the head.
That's hilarious.
It's a pretty funny show. And they've done some pretty amazing things. So they are those three are the only ones to ever drive to the North Pole.
Oh, how do you drive all the way to the North
They
Pole?
took a Toyota Tacoma, specially custom outfitted and everything, and they drove it. Took them 2 weeks from a northern outpost in Canada. They started in the Arctic Circle, and they drove all the way to the North Pole.
Wow.
Now, Richard went with the dog sled team, but James and so they were racing each other to see which was quicker.
Dog sled team.
No,
Dog sled team.
the Toyota won
No.
by only a few hours.
Don't do that to the dogs.
They drove all the way to the North Pole to prove that it could be done. And it was amazing. They had these humongous oversized tires on this Tacoma that they would leave the air almost out of. So they looked like they were flat all the time. But that's the only way they could get enough traction on a lot of ice. But when they go over the glacier. Yeah, the glacier areas where the blue ice was and those caverns and canyons that they couldn't see. Some days they could only go a mile a day because they'd have to stop, get out, check their route for the next few feet, and then move forward. And they get stuck so much. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Megan says that Blake helped too. See you in a bit, Jimmy.
There will be another hint. If nobody wins it, we're going to do another hint tomorrow that will be the answer. So the hint that Megan found is a hint. It hints at what the answer is. But the next one that we put up will be the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be telling everybody, hey, the answer is on the KIX website, hidden somewhere. You have to find it.
What?
Make sure we have it all ready. We do.
I really have to pee after this break.
Me too.
15 seconds.
Does coffee sound good this morning?
Are you sure?
Hey,
Hey! Aren't they great? Dude, hold on. We gotta do. Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the upper 80s. We'll see clear skies with lows in the mid 60s tonight. Sunshine near 88 for Friday, almost 90 for Saturday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
61 in Neosho, 62 in Pittsburgh, 67 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're talking today about the worst thing that you've ever tasted. What's the worst taste you've ever experienced?
You can call or text us to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's Darius Rucker.
Wagon wheel. Those taste awful.
The 4 states number. Don't eat them, Randy.
Well, you've got to eat something.
It's the 4 states number 1 per country.
KIX 102.5.
What is the worst taste
that you've ever experienced? Oh, boy.
Yeah, I told him to go to Starbucks and get a medicine ball. It is when I am feeling like cruddy and coughing, my throat is sore, that is one of the best things I can do for myself is a medicine ball because it's a tea-based drink and it has lemon and honey and mint in it and something else. I can't remember what.
For inflammation, that would be a good thing. I think doesn't have an echinacea in it.
Maybe that might be what I'm
Echinacea
thinking.
is an anti-inflammatory, a natural one. Hi there, morning kicks.
Hi, I was calling about the nastiest thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah, what's the worst taste you've ever had?
Well, it's blue cheese, but I've eaten deer brain, deer eyeball, balut, which is the duck egg.
Yeah.
Blue cheese.
Wait,
You know, you can get a hamburger if you go down to one of these. She'll eat anything.
wait. So did you eat all those parts of the deer willingly?
Yeah, because she's like, it's either that or blue cheese. So
Well, I guess it's the deer brain.
thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
I'm like, boy, her menu sucks.
Candace says, "Does coffee sound good this morning?"
She mentioned that a while ago, and I'm like, coffee sounds good any morning.
Yeah, coffee sounds good any morning.
What are you asking?
Stop playing wagonwheel.com.
Yep. It's a very worthwhile site.
Okay. Are you going to go pee?
Yes.
Okay, go
Or
pee.
would you like-
Go pee and hurry up, and then I'll go pee. Don't just quit dawdling. Oh, dawdle. Oh, my Lanta. I should have gone first. I've only been saying for the past 20 minutes how I got pee. So tonight, the boy has a soccer game. He got to play goalie on Tuesday, and he loved it. Absolutely loved it. So he's hoping to get to play more goalie. Oh, my rock, oh, my Lanta, my bladder's going to explode. My bladder's going to explode. Oh, come on, Randy. All you have to do is stand there. So did you hear that Brett is going to do his shift this afternoon? So I will not be recording for him. But I'm glad he's feeling better. He did not. I mean, he's had several days of just feeling lousy. And then yesterday he had like no voice. He just had a rough day yesterday. Okay, you're taking the longest pee ever. It does not ever take him this long to go pee. Randy! I am not going to have any time to pee before this break. Rude.
Boy, you talk about bad behavior.
What?
So our buddy from down the hall.
Not that I'm seeing. So you said the medicine ball did help you? Yeah. Good. Yeah. I've always thought I don't know, it makes me feel so much
I was
better.
saying, doesn't it have? I was thinking if it has echinacea in it, that's an anti-inflammatory. Which, what's the point? Like, put a fifth in that, and then it'd be all right.
And
Yeah.
you showered, so you have a hot water heater? Jimmy's not
Weird.
going to like your hair
So glad
today.
of that. What the heck?
Pumpkin spice, please,
Just
Kenda.
installing a hot water heater? Yeah, those are horrible when they go out.
Emily.
Oh, yeah. I've got a hose hooked up to mine. I just leave it hooked up.
Randy will want the caramel macchiato, though.
Could not get a hose in there. Stupid design. I put an elbow on
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure that's what it was, Emily. He just had to poop.
Stupid design. Shut up. No, I got stopped in there. So the story about the guy who got hit on I-44,
Yeah.
he played Chumbawamba. I get knocked down right after that. I know. I was like,
What?
seriously, dude?
On
No.
purpose?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Good. I'm glad it helped. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing better today. And you feel good? I do. Good. I felt good yesterday. Yeah. Yay. Okay, let's do this break, and then I need to piddle. 15 seconds. 10. 5.
What? KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:09.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 80s this afternoon. Is 67 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the forecast in about 14 minutes.
But we're talking about the worst thing you've ever tasted.
Jen's sense of humor.
How can you taste someone's sense of humor, Randy?
There is no taste to it whatsoever.
Randy?
So we're... That's hilarious.
Why are you picking on me?
You're here.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Otherwise
you.
I'd have to talk to the other microphone over there. So what is the worst thing you've ever tasted?
You can call or text or let us know at 623-1025.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
He's wasted on you.
Literally.
It's KIX 102.5.
Like, get off me, Morgan Wallen. Quit being wasted on me. Gosh.
I do have to bathroom. I'm leaving right now.
Yep.
Coffee's a must every
Supposedly
morning.
she does. Look at that. They're worrying about your poop.
I'm not pooping. I had
So
to
you
pee.
say. So you say. I'm not going to check and find out, okay? I'm not. Okay. Copy. Okay. Close. Where are we at? Yes, Taylor. Coffee is a must every morning. It says so right there on the label. Must have coffee. Oh, are you getting us coffee, Kendra? Jimmy's back. Welcome back, Jimmy. So, there was another story in here I saw. We talked, did everybody hear this morning, the Oh No You Didn't news? We were talking about the woman, the Florida woman who got assaulted with the frozen chicken by her mama. That was pretty good. But there is another story that we almost used and probably will tomorrow about a thief that stole a vacuum that was full of hornets. So the bag, the vacuum bag, I guess there's a shop vac that was full of live hornets stolen out of a truck. So Donald Trump, who's the owner of the Philadelphia Bee Company, said that there were hundreds of hornets inside of it, including a preponderance of queens. What is a preponderance? I picture someone going, Oh, that's before you do that. So a preponderance. Anyway, Mr. Trump relocates honeybees and bumblebees and will often use them to make honey to sell. But for hornets and wasps, he said they typically freeze them and study them. So last Thursday, he sucked up hundreds of hornets into his shop vac. and put it in the bed of his pickup truck
On
to drive
purpose?
home to freeze. Yeah. And when I'm thinking hornets, I'm thinking of those nests that were under the Reddings Mill Bridge. Those
Oh,
hornets
my gosh,
nests
that was
down
a
there.
ton.
He was planning to freeze them the following morning, but someone stole the vacuum out of his truck. In a post on Facebook, he said, "Hey, listen, I anxiously await your unboxing video, but that is dangerous." He said they could kill you.
Yeah.
I bet that stung. Prepare to be sieged.
That is like instant karma. That's going to teach
Yeah.
you real quick.
You can only hope they opened it in a closed garage or something.
What is Megan talking about? Any more thought on that one thing, Randy?
What? What? Who said what?
Megan says, any more thought on that one thing, Randy?
I have not heard anything, Megan.
Morning,
So
Christopher.
I told you that they're typically very, very slow. I did talk with Chris right after you left. He came out of his meeting right after you left that day, Megan, and I immediately talked to him and showed him your application and talked. He said, okay. He said, we'll give it a look over. And I told him that we really had a need in that area, and he agreed with me. But I don't know what it is. But this place notoriously, and I can say this because it's factual, are very slow about hiring.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you from the time you first were approached or talked about until they hired you?
3 months?
3 months? 6 months for me. So that is
You were
not,
also playing a little coy, though.
yeah, well, so maybe it would have been 3 months. So took twice as long. So I don't know what it is. Call it a thorough process, but I don't feel like they're doing much during that time.
Yeah.
I just think they tend to back burner that stuff. I don't know why. And
Yeah.
I have really pestered and gone and bugged and stuff before, and it doesn't seem to help at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping maybe we'll hear something. But yeah, you can feel free to go ahead and check. Morning, Chris.
Topher. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
But do you get it?
Taylor said, I can't find the hint because I'm blind. Oh, Taylor, that
Oh,
really, maybe you could get someone to help you.
It's there. I promise it's there. Megan found
Clearly
it.
I'm blind. I thought you really were blind, Taylor. And I thought, well, that's unfortunate. What do you do on a website when you're blind? Do they have that text to voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the blind? I don't know if that would work for. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen
Here's Jordan Davis.
on KIX 102.5. So I will say some of the hints that we are going to be doing will be audible, or audio hints. So in other words, in podcasts or in other type of audio recordings that might be on the website. So no, that's really not the reason. There's no excuse for it that I can tell, Megan. I mean, either you're going to me anyway, either you're going to do that or you're not. What's the holdup?
Yeah.
Well, we need to do this and this. Well, let's do it then.
Right.
Let's get on it. I'm one of these people, I cannot stand to put stuff off. I want it done like a while ago.
He wants it done like yesterday.
Yesterday. And to me, it's hanging over my head, creating stress until I take care of it.
Yeah. That's why my world spins around. That's why my world spins around.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. So there is another story that we probably won't be able to run, although it does look really fun, about the Catawba County, North Carolina coroners. They elect their coroner. Okay, so elections are getting ready to happen, and there is an attorney.
They elect the coroner?
Yeah, it's an elected position in that county.
Is that normally a thing, or is that just this county?
No,
I've never heard that
it's not
before.
uncommon.
Okay.
So it's a public office can be elected just like a sheriff can be elected. In some areas, sheriffs are. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're appointed. Others, they're hired. So
Okay.
in this county, it is an elected position. So he is running for the office of county coroner, and he has put up a billboard that reads, Shell Pierce for county coroner. You stab him, I'll slap him.
No. He's like promoting murder. You stab him, I'll slap him. Really?
I guess. And here's the thing. The county doesn't even have a coroner. They depend on a medical examiner out of Raleigh, North Carolina. But he's hoping that the county will create the position, that they will, elect him to fill it. He said he's received hundreds of phone calls since putting it up, claiming the phones here at the office are completely overloaded. And I guess as far as the county goes, it's a dead issue.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 80s this afternoon. It's 67 in Joplin.
And we're talking today about the worst thing that you've ever tasted.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
What's the worst thing you've ever tasted?
Bleach water.
That's dangerous. That's really dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
How did this happen?
There was a restaurant in town. They're no longer here, but I went through the drive-thru at lunch one day.
Uh-huh.
And they used to put their cleaning solution in pitchers that they cleaned the tables with.
Right.
And they accidentally served me bleach water instead of tap water.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you sue him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, she did. And she's going to sue that train if it doesn't get out of the way here in just a second, too.
What is the worst thing that you've ever tasted?
It wasn't me, but it was my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
She was feeding her baby carrots.
Yeah.
And she looked down and she saw some on what was on the seat, and she thought it was carrot. It wasn't carrot.
No.
It was poo. She
No.
just picked it up with her
Oh.
finger off of the seat and stuck it in her mouth.
Oh, my God.
She thought it was carrots.
It was baby poo.
It was baby poo.
Oh.
When she realized on her tongue.
Oh, so it's going to be that kind of day,
Oh.
huh?
Oh, that's awful.
You just go back to bed at that point. You're like, no.
I'm done. We're giving up. It's done. It's over.
I don't want to give it the chance to get worse. So I remember one time, I thought it was hilarious. You know how dads will throw the kids up in the air and everything.
Right, yeah.
Until they puke on your face or in your mouth. And then you're like, no more of that. Okay. Fool me once.
What is the worst thing that you've ever tasted?
Possum stew.
What's it taste like?
Oh, it was so greasy I couldn't remember anything.
Yeah.
It's the kind of grease you can't wash out of your mouth.
It's like a half-inch thick on top. And my mother said, eat it or go to bed. I went to bed and called my grandmother and said, you better come get me.
You better come feed me, Granny.
Boy, that's some of the best eating I've ever had.
It was hilarious.
That's some of the best eating I've ever had.
She said it was so greasy, I could not remember anything, though.
She
So
blacked out? Was there a
apparently
bunch of liquor in there, too? Or
grease is good, creates amnesia. Or, I don't know.
what is the worst thing that you've ever tasted?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. So greasy, I couldn't remember anything.
Wait a second.
That's the best eating I've ever had.
What you talking about?
Linda.
Linda. Look at Linda. Look at.
Thinking about that billboard thing. I'm still thinking about it. You stab him, I'll slap him. There's so many other things he could have put up there.
Like what?
You shoot him, I'll boot him.
Oh.
You OD him, I'll ID him. If they've had COVID, I'll let you know it. Was it cancer? Here's your answer.
Oh.
Homicide? I'll decide.
Oh my gosh.
I think if I was going to do a billboard for something like corner, I would have gone something more tasteful like a haiku, but that's just...
That's just insane. Like, how many different ways can you promote murder?
I don't know about a person who would campaign that hard to be cornered too. Come on, let me see the dead people, please.
Yeah, what does that say about you?
I don't know.
I mean, I say that, though, but one of my favorite hairstylists I've ever had, she quit styling to go become a coroner. True story.
I had a friend who was a mortician, who was a licensed mortician. And I'm like, he's constantly, make jokes anytime he'd touch you or get near you. He'd be like, dude, come on, stop it. You've been playing with dead people all day.
Yeah, she has all these mortician jokes and things all over her Facebook, and I'm like, I don't get it. I do not get it.
Well, they used to have a thing in the 80s called Faces of Death that was weirdly, morbidly popular.
Faces of Death?
Yeah, it was a video. It was a documentary that you could rent from most of your video stores. Has anybody ever heard of Faces of Death or seen that? Am I the only one who's seen it? It was stupid, ridiculous.
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah.
Faces of Death. If I can spell death correctly.
There were multiple iterations of it. So it was people, film footage of people getting killed, pretty much. There was an execution on there, a couple of executions.
Like for real?
For real, supposedly. A lot of old black and white footage they had of a electrocution of a prisoner. They film footage of that. There was somebody dying in the gas chamber.
Experience the graphic reality of death close up.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? The ultimate taboo.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really just kind of stupid. It was morbid and left you feeling like sick at your stomach a little bit, but it was not like, say, a Taliban beheading video. Don't ever, 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 ever look those up. Don't ever, ever watch those. There's some
No.
parts of your innocence you can never get back. You don't ever, ever want to watch those.
No.
But they did have a hanging a video from Saudi Arabia on one of these.
Megan says that her and Blake watched it.
Did ya? Yeah. It was real stuff, but I don't know. I felt like it was a lot of overhype.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
luckily,
Kenda's here.
it was not as graphic as I thought it was going to be. And some parts of it looked really, really, really fake. But I was at that age, you know. Megan says, I think we bought it in a $5 bin. Yeah. It is trippy. So there's a morbid fascination with all of our own mortality, our own terminality. So I think an unhealthy obsession with that stuff is, you know, questionable and curious and needs to be examined by a licensed therapist. But I think everybody has a certain fascination with their own terminality. So, oh, good gosh, Kendra's here. Yeah, sure. Not on me, if that's what you mean.
Oh my gosh, that's mine? That's
Got her a
huge.
big one.
Thank you.
Got you a big one. Oh, look at this, Sour Patch Kids. What's this
perfect
supposed to
for you.
say?
Thank you.
That
It is you.
Kendra brought me some Sour Patch Kids.
Can you say Sour Patch Kids? Here, I can go get you a chair real quick.
Oh,
bud.
look, it's not, even the camera's running from her. You're off. You need to move that way a little bit. There you go. There's Kendra, everybody.
Put you on camera. I'm used to it. Yeah, we had to wait forever.
From
Seven Brew.
From Seven Brew, yeah.
Did you go to the truck show this weekend?
Yes, I did.
We didn't see you there.
We were there Friday and
Saturday.
We were there Friday when that nasty rainstorm came through at lunchtime.
Well, I was only there for the nighttime activity, so I hosted like the monster trucks Friday night,
Yeah, we didn't.
and then which was really good. And then on Saturday night, I hosted the private concert deal.
Yeah, we was gonna go, but
Well,
too
I
many
like
people.
I like the fact that they raised over $100,000 for Special Olympics
With a throw together convoy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they had to change up. I'm used to the convoy
that's good.
taking over downtown Joplin.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
I usually host that too.
I've been
What'd you get?
participating in that
Caramel
for years.
macchiato.
Back when Tony Justice was performing.
It's very
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But
Yeah, it has grown. This year would have been
I
over
work
right around 800
next
trucks,
Wednesday night, so I'm gonna try to make
they
it Thursday.
had
which would have been a
tired.
record.
many
Yeah.
registered and
If
pre-registered.
you can't make it, I get it, but
for
I'd
this
love to have
event
you there.
That couldn't make it because of
So you get married inside the studio?
breakdowns and
Yeah.
other things.
Right there.
But
And
I love
everyone's
how
gonna be
Brian over
inside
at
the
Four
studio?
States basically took something.
For the most part, yeah.
that
So
started
Randy and
something
MJ are going to be
so
over there on the
small.
mic, and then
Yeah.
Kylan will be there.
I remember the first
And we'll
year we did
have,
the convoy, we had around 100
Beans and the boy
trucks,
next to
and it's
us.
grown now over to
I was in it. In
And I don't know who's all going to
Yeah,
be
at
in here. I know Megan's
800
going to be standing
trucks, so.
there.
it's grown into a big thing.
Revenue that it brings in for the city too.
We'll probably have the windows open, too, if people want to watch.
I was
that
really
way.
shocked that
But yeah,
the
we'll live
city
stream
forced them to
everything.
cancel the downtown event
Don't get married back
Why'd they do
home.
that?
because of the weather. They were too afraid of liability. This is Joplin. Of course, we're hypersensitive to storms.
Well, there's always.
Talking about what?
No, you're good.
So next Thursday, by the way, guys, is the date that we're going to be going to Sarah Larie's bridal to let Jen pick out her wedding dress or whatever.
So is Randy going?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
I
gonna
guess
wear
I
a
can.
unicorn costume?
Why am I having to go?
That's a good idea.
Why am I having to go?
I think you should put a dress on too.
Because it's a Jen tour, and you always come to Jen tours, Randy.
But why am I needed to be a... No, I'm not putting a dress on. I am not.
I didn't say anything about a dress.
I'm not putting anything on.
I didn't
I'm
say
gonna go up.
anything.
It's going to be a barbershop
They
situation.
might have some. Oh no, they might have some outfit ideas for you.
I don't need an outfit.
What are you gonna wear?
What's wrong with this?
Oh, please do not wear that to the wedding. Come on.
I'll show up
Come
just like
on.
this.
Is that a question, Megan? I am not getting in a dress.
At least do something KIX related.
Hey, at least she
KIX
wore her pink
related.
shirt this morning.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's
I like
true.
that. It looks good.
Thank you.
I'm wearing... This is KIX related. Randy Brooks is wearing it.
Oh wow, okay. That makes it totally fine.
We all need to wear a dress for one picture. You're bent, Megan.
Yes,
Are we
I
gonna-
love that.
Are we
idea.
gonna get MJ in a dress too, and Brett?
What is you guys... What is that with all the
Get all the guys in
cross-dressing?
it.
I think we should.
I think it's a
I'm
great
staying
idea.
out of this one. I'll be out on
Yeah.
the road making money.
There you go.
He'll be back to work.
You don't want to come and wear a dress?
Nope. I actually
Oddly
gotta start
enough-
making money again.
Yeah, he's going back
I've
to
been
work.
down for over a month.
Yeah.
That is pretty good, Kendra. I got to admit.
You're welcome.
It is good.
He's wanting to get your Red Bull. No, he'll want coffee.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of finding one of the big Red Bulls.
Oh, gosh. That's a
They-
heart attack waiting to happen.
They were ready to kick my
Blood
butt
pressure
that day.
just go through the roof. Have you ever looked at the sodium content in a Red Bull?
No. You do like Red Bull, though.
I do, but I try not to drink very many of them, very rarely. So Kendra brings one. That's about the only time I get one.
Usually
Or
it's
if I'm
six.
traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the sodium's like, I forget, 1,000. It's way over
Really?
the
It's that high?
Hold on.
The sodium content in Red Bull is extremely high.
Any
and
of the energy drinks are high. The sodium is.
So Red Bull has
Why?
140 milligrams in a 12-ounce can.
Oh, that's not
So
as bad as I
if
thought.
you do one like the size she got me, even a 16-ounce has 187 milligrams.
Megan says, what was KIX called before KIX? Neighbor asked me the other day. It wasn't always KIX, right?
Huh?
What was
No,
KIX
it was
before
called,
KIX?
oh my goodness, Cat Country. So had if those of you that remember the circular logo that we had, KAT. So if you remember the circular logo that had the curved KIX 102.5, just replace KIX with Cat. Same font, same colors.
Wait.
Somewhere I have a sticker at my desk that says Cat Country.
Can we go back to Cat Country? There's so many cute things we could do with cat.
We're a little catty.
Meow.
Jen's not feeling it today. It's Cat Country.
It's I have little
We'll
cat
claw your eyes
like
out.
cat ear headbands I could wear, and it would be just so much
That's
fun.
why we're not doing it.
We could get a cat mascot. Genius
Eat it?
idea.
And eat
no.
it.
What kind of a KIX mascot can we get? What a ball for kick?
You get
Oh.
cashew cat.
Randy.
Jen.
No.
Jen.
This is normal.
I know she's been having me listen to y'all every morning.
No, I'm
At
so
home.
sorry.
Good job, Kenda.
I am so sorry.
You were talking about.
We
some
don't
of the
offer
worst-
your money back.
You were talking about some of the worst things to eat.
His
Growing
mom's
up, it was my
cooking.
mom's cooking.
Yep.
'Cause I got
She's
tired of
still-
eating the same thing over and over again.
Well,
Yeah.
she could cook that one deal.
Hopefully she was really good at that one thing.
We can bring
She
him
was.
out
I was just tired of eating it.
Yep.
honestly.
Another thing, Cat Country was originally 93.9 or 92.5. So, yeah,
Ah.
so originally, was it? So the stations that we have in the group here, Kissin', Classic Hits, KIX, and Big Dog, they were all on each other's signals at different times when they started. They did not start off. We weren't on
Why
102.5.
did we move signals?
Well, they moved us. The FCC allowed them a license to increase the 102.5 signal when they were purchased. And they chose to move the country to that signal because it being the number one format, they wanted to reach more people with it.
Right.
So, and KIX has almost always universally been at least on an ongoing basis, the number one format, the number one station. It may have dropped out at times for a period, but it's always come back. It's been number one for over close to 12 years consistently. Back when they were classic rock, Jimmy. Yeah, Megan told me that she first heard me on the school bus when she was in 3rd grade, and I was like, get your freaking face out of here. But it wasn't called Cat Country back then, Megan. It was Cat Country long before I was here. So they had changed it to KIX way before I got here.
For April Fool's Day, can we go back to Cat Country?
I don't think I have imaging for that. I have the old imaging voice, though. You guys want to be blown away by something?
Yeah.
I'll let you hear the old voice. Sean. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Chase Rice.
On KIX 102.5. So give me a second. Let me find this. I know I've got it in here in my article.
What was his name?
His name was Sean, the voiceover guy. I forget what his last name was. But
Megan says, like before Brett, I bet.
No, Brett has been here
Brett's been here for
long before KIX was a thing.
Yeah.
So he's worked in the Joplin radio market and pretty much on KIX since it started, even when it was Cat Country.
And how long have you been here now?
Me, I've been here now 18 years, which is longer than I've been anywhere. I know, it's crazy.
Surprisingly.
Okay, I have his voice.
You have
I have to find it.
Now I see why you listen to these two every morning.
I thought Brett had. I thought you guys said he had COVID.
Oh, here it is.
They didn't know what he had, but
It's that time of the year.
I know there's just so much crap going around. But he said he was doing better today. He's going to do his show.
Good.
So that's good.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause she got
listen.
weirded out, like, Jen's on the air this afternoon.
I know. It weirded me out.
Listen to this. These are promos. This is for the secret sound.
It's coming back. The KIX 102.5 Secret Sound. Your chance to win cash with the KIX 102.5 Secret Sound is coming soon. A secret sound coming soon. The 4 states number one for country, KIX 102.5.
So before it was the 4 states number one for country, it was, how did we say it?
4 states number one for Scoob.
No, it wasn't 4 states number one for anything. I remember when they started that, I was like, are you serious?
It's a mouthful.
That is too much to say. We have a web promo.
A new feature.
The 4 states number one for country is KIX 102.5.
So I would have been here by that time. I remember when they changed it to the 4 states number one for country.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it's called before that.
Megan, what was it called before that?
KIXQ HD2 is KIX, the classics.
So we used to have a classics channel
Classics?
on HD2.
What happened to that?
I think they gave it to News Talk KZRG. They decided News Talk KZRG gets everything because they're the babies. But if you have an HD radio, you can have multiple channel signals on the bandwidth of one station. You can run up to 4 stations if you reduce the bandwidth on the second and trietary and quaternary stations.
Hold on, we got to go. Pause on science.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the upper 80s, 67 in Joplin.
We've got the morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking today about the worst thing that you've ever tasted.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
What's the worst thing that you've ever tasted?
It wasn't me. It was my son. And if anybody hears this, he's going to die. He brushed his teeth with Desitin one time.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
He calls me into the bathroom. He says, Mom, this toothpaste is real thick. And it was like real coated, real white all over his tongue and everything. I was like, oh, my God, Anthony, that's butt cream.
Butt cream.
He started spitting. And if you ever had a baby and used it, I mean, this stuff is like real thick and waterproof.
You put it on the wrong end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the swelling went down immediately. So,
What is the worst thing that you have ever tasted?
Well, it wasn't me. It was my son, who was about 15. And at 15, he had to be beautiful.
Right.
I was waiting out in the car for him, blowing the horn, and he comes out of the house, and he starts spitting all over the deck. And he looks at me just really, really mad, and he goes, "What'd you put in the sea breeze?" He thought sea breeze was mouthwash.
It's astringent, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes, it is. I could hardly get out of the car to help him because I was laughing so hard.
Oh, my gosh.
Think how clear the pores in his tongue were, though.
He drooled for 2 or 3 hours because he had no feeling left in his mouth. He was mad at me. He thought I put something in the sea breeze.
What's the worst taste you've ever experienced?
Skull spit.
Oh.
How did that happen?
Well, we, like you, were sitting around drinking assorted beverages with our friends and had 3 different bottles, and I grabbed what I thought was my bottle, and it was my husband's spit bottle.
Did you get a good mouthful?
Oh, yeah.
You know, thank goodness he didn't have the flu or cold or something, or you might not have been able to stop.
Randy.
I'm just.
It was disgusting.
Be like, I couldn't quit.
Oh, my gosh, stop. That makes my stomach churn just thinking about it, Randy.
Is that a bad taste?
Yes.
Was that in bad taste?
It's. I see what you did there.
What is the worst thing you've ever tasted?
Well, you know, when you're sitting there and you get to the bathroom early in the morning to brush your teeth, and you reach up and you grab the tube, you start brushing your teeth, and you accidentally brush with Bengay. And I'm going to tell you what, that is not an enjoyable experience.
Oh, what kind of reaction does your mouth have?
Well, it was let's just say it was a delightfully warm experience. That lasted for hours. There was no getting that off your mouth. I'm going to tell you what. I brushed my teeth. I had to throw away the toothbrush, of course. And, yeah. That's when you don't. Alcohol, 2 hours sleep, and can't see in the dark. That's 3 things you don't want to mix together. And then, of course, add in the Bengay, and that just tops it off.
Oh, man. You poor guy.
Yeah.
That is great.
He learned a good lesson, at least.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, turn the lights on when you're in the bathroom.
What is the worst thing that you have ever tasted?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Bet you didn't know there was an L in the word text.
Talkster.
Talkster.
Speaking of drinking after the chew, my dad used to chew, and he's at a friend's house, and then he had a little boy. My dad had been spitting in one can of Pepsi, another can was full of Pepsi. Well, this kid picks up my dad's can of Pepsi and had chewing. He started chugging it.
Oh!
After that kid never picked up another can.
I guess not.
I bet not.
If 7 in a row is not enough for you,
God.
how about 7,000 in a row? KIXQ HD2 is KIX the Classics.
7,000 in a row.
Oh,
Wow.
hey, this might be interesting. This is old morning KIX liners.
Might be.
Morning KIX with Josie and Randy. Let's check their answering machine.
Hi, I'm just calling you guys to tell you how much I love your show.
It's just Randy's wife. Again, continuous country KIX 102.5.
Continuous.
That's what it was. Continuous country KIX 102.5. We had openers? I don't remember.
It's
that.
Randy and Josie and Morning KIX on continuous country KIX 102.5.
And they're up. It's fumbling for the alarm, followed by disorientation, and holy cow, I'm late. Now it's quick make the coffee, an English muffin in the toaster. Here comes jump in the shower and shampoo, followed by rinse and repeat, towel off, brush your teeth, and no time to floss. Now down the backstretch, it's pick out clothes, and too late to iron. Now it's back downstairs, 2 gulps of coffee, and where's my briefcase? Where's my briefcase? Where the heck is my stupid briefcase? Followed by, oh brother, it's right by the door. Now it's a frantic search for the car keys, and did you look in your pocket? And here they are. And now down the stretch run, it's kiss the spouse goodbye and hug the kids with pet the dog. And I'll call you later, and don't forget to pick up the dry cleaning. Then it's back out of the driveway and stand on it. Now as we come to the finish, it's pull onto the highway, massive traffic jam, and make it all bearable by listening to
Morning KIX on continuous country KIX.
And then we had this one.
Funnier than a root canal, more provocative than a bowl of oatmeal, able to leap to the restroom after a single cup of coffee.
Look, on the air! It's a moron!
It's an imbecile!
It's a radio professional! No! It's...
Randy and Josie and Morning Kicks.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, too.
Showing your age here, Randy.
So here's his voice.
KIXQ. Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing awesome. KIX 102.5 salutes our hometown heroes. Nominate a military member, neighbor, teacher, family member, public servant, or stranger.
That guy's voice used to be the voice of KIX. And it was for years before we finally switched over to John, which thank goodness we switched over to John. I mean, Sean's great and everything, but he's no comparison to John Williams.
Sean and John, switching from Sean to John.
Yeah, you hear his voice.
KIXQ. Hi, guys. Okay, Josie, thank you. It's the best and worst. It's the best and worst.
Okay, compare that for just a second, okay, to this.
Baby, baby, baby. Hey. KIX 102.5 knows that all summer long you plan on getting away. KIX 102.5 knows that all summer long you planned on getting away. But as the hot days went by, you convinced yourself you just didn't have the time.
Not
Sean
even
sounds cooler.
close.
Sean was a little cheese
Yeah,
sticky.
Sean's a little, what'd you call him?
Cheese sticky?
Yeah, it's exactly what I hoped you said. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Which you eat some weird stuff, Jen. You eat some really weird stuff.
What?
She eats weird stuff. Can I just say that? Go ahead, hon. What's the worst taste you've ever experienced? Was that a bad taste, Jen?
Randy,
I'm
let the
sorry.
woman
Okay,
speak,
go ahead.
please.
Go ahead. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh!
Oh, no!
Taught him.
Oh, his poor stomach.
That's awesome. That still doesn't sound as bad as what Jen's been eating on Thursday nights, I guess.
Oh, my land. Would you stop it?
I think it's called cheese steak that you're supposed to be eating. That's not. Thanks for calling.
Have a great day. Quit
What a
picking.
cheesesteak.
So you mentioned earlier about the wagon wheel. So how did you figure out how to eat a wagon wheel?
Well, you got to get your mouth around it. Takes a pry bar and a long-handled spoon.
Well, that's one way to get your fiber in the morning.
I guess.
There you
yeah.
go.
I
Among
remember
things.
Audie, is it Audie? I think was her name.
Yeah.
I remember when she was here.
Yeah, that was right before the tornado. And right afterwards, she left, or they left her. And then there was Gen 1.0. So there's been 6 co-hosts.
1, 2, 3.
They just can't handle Randy, that's why.
Yeah, 6 co-hosts.
I'm number 6.
Because you can only stand in the sun for so long, and then you've got to. Only so much greatness most people can handle.
Stop it. Let me find a little pin for you to prick that bubble. Get that ego back down.
Megan's laughing at that.
I don't know.
Emily said she grew up in Springfield, so her station for 100.5 The Wolf. I don't remember them in Springfield.
I have no idea what
Of course, that was just, a month or two ago, Emily?
That she was growing up in Springfield.
So Chris said, if blind people can't drive twice, they're braille on the side of some roads.
It's
So they can know what it says.
Yeah, there was a Jen, and she had 2 N's in her name.
Yeah. So, oh my goodness. Yeah.
And we've actually talked with Jen a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm still close friends with her. She's not in radio anymore. She, in fact, her and her husband, which she finally found some sucker to marry her, they're working on adopting a child because they feel like other people should be punished too. So. Yeah, well.
Isn't that just normal Randy?
Oh no. He could be way worse than that.
Yeah, I'm being so nice.
Way worse.
This Randy meet our friend Randy.
I think he'd cry.
Which one? This one or the other one?
The other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you ever have that one friend that you can get on the phone and it's immediately you're trash talking each other?
Oh, yeah.
Calling each other names.
Yeah.
And then you go to cuss each other out, hang up, all pretend to be mad, and call back 10 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
And the conversation's totally different.
Yep.
My niece and nephews heard a few of their conversations, and now when they hear him, they go, Randy the dildo.
The what?
They call my buddy Randy the dildo.
Okay.
They
You're
were
on
trying-
mic.
They were trying to say armadillo.
Armadillo. Okay.
Sure
yeah.
they
Sure
were.
they
Okay.
were.
Whatever you say.
That's Mama's armadillo. Go put that back, Billy. Don't be playing with Mama's armadillo.
No.
So Barry Manilow has played his 637th show in Las Vegas. That beats Elvis Presley's record.
Oh,
So apparently what happens in Vegas really does stay in Vegas.
leave Elvis's legacy alone.
I will. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What's the worst taste you've ever experienced?
The worst taste?
Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Okay. It's stewed tomatoes with bread in it.
Yeah,
You
it
put
sounds
bread in the
disgusting.
stewed tomatoes?
That's just a weird texture.
Doesn't the bread just disintegrate?
Yeah, it just turns to soggy. So do the tomatoes. Thanks for... Because they didn't like you. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Have a great day.
What's this one? A cockroach.
Cockroach.
She's cockroach.
It's not a cockroach, it's a cockroach.
Cockroach. Cockroach.
It's that cockroach.
We were watching Amazing Race last night, and like they get the express pass, and they had to eat a plate full of bugs to get like a free, so they can skip.
We can do that.
Do you want a mealworm?
You wanna,
No.
you,
No.
would you
Wait
guys,
a minute.
Hey,
wait a minute.
Yes,
Hold
you
on.
bring us
Now that
coffee.
you
Hold
mention
on.
it,
Hold on.
you got a minute. Run.
Then they
We
had
got
to-
something
Run,
for
Forrest,
you.
run.
Oh man, I'm so glad you mentioned that.
They had to eat a tarantula fried.
At least it was fried. Hopefully it was real greasy.
So y'all talking about the worst thing you ever tasted. What's the worst thing you've ever tasted?
Mudfish. So we went over to the Fox Farms or whatever and got a bunch of stuff to try on air. And we got jarred mudfish and brine.
Ugh.
And it was
So gross.
terrible.
All of that stuff had a very similar taste.
It was all bad. And you had candied eels or something, pickled eels.
No, you've got to have one.
No.
We
I
ate one.
Yeah. He bullied me into eating one the other day.
I ate two, I think. Didn't I?
Did you get MJ and Brett to try them?
No. Here.
Come on, Kenda. You can do it.
They're nacho cheese flavor.
You can do it too?
Yes.
Might as well.
Yep. Wait.
That's the spirit.
I think it's the idea of what you're eating. I think that makes it infinitely worse. Oh, here we go. 3 seconds.
Wait. Kicks 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with
So we've got a couple of friends in the studio with us from the live video. Kendra and her friend, her prisoner, is here with us. So they decided they were a little peckish. So,
I can't believe you. Did you see the look on Kenda's face when she ate the mealworm?
Let's tell them what they did first. Yeah, we got out the mealworms that we got the other day, the snack. They're called larvettes. And Jen and I were eating them, and we established that, no, these are not a good idea.
No, terrible.
But we let them have some of them a while ago just now, and they were just eating those. How were they, Kendra?
No, gross.
That was not good?
No.
Well, hey, you're welcome to seconds. I've got more. I've got more.
She looked like she was going to puke the first time. Don't keep putting them on her like that. Did you see her face?
Oh,
she went pale.
It was bad.
No. Are you crying?
No, I can handcuff Randy to the desk.
Whoa, wait, no. It's not that. It's not that kind of show. It's not that kind of show, Kendra. I don't know what you were expecting when you came in here. 3-ring circus.
But we're talking about the worst thing that you have ever eaten.
Was that it?
Was that it for the
mealworms?
mealworms? Yes.
Yeah. What was yours?
It was a Jones soda masquerading as a Christmas tree.
I think I remember that.
Yes, you do.
What did it taste like?
Oh, it tastes like dirt.
It really did.
It was terrible.
But the grossest one had to be
The ham.
the ham.
Oh, God.
That was worse than beef bouillon or
Oh, yeah, that was like pureed ham. Oh, my God.
So there's a company from the East Coast called Jones Soda. You've
Right.
probably heard of them before. They do flavored sodas, and they have specialty sodas around the holiday that each year they release a whole collection of. And they have like Christmas wreath, pickled turkey.
At what point in your life are
Turkey
you
and
like,
dressing.
man, I really wish I could just drink a Christmas wreath right
Yeah,
now?
and they're horrible. I mean, some of them are good. Like they have a pumpkin pie soda that is amazing.
Well,
but
that's adjacent to pumpkin spice, which is always good.
well, no, it's not. But you have to kind of, it's kind of a crapshoot of whether you're going to get a good flavor or not. So,
What is the worst thing that you have ever eaten?
A cockroach?
A cockroach?
Yes. I was at my friend's house in like 7th grade, and I was taking a drink of water that was sitting on the counter that I set down like 10 minutes ago before it happened, and then I took a drink and I ate the cockroach. It was nasty.
What it tastes like?
Like nasty. It tastes like...
Tastes nasty.
It was just nasty.
Yes, it tastes all salty.
So what's the strangest thing you've ever tasted?
I can top Ben Gay, that's for sure.
What's that?
I went to the dentist that day and had gone through the whole routine of them teaching you how you're supposed to properly brush your teeth and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So that night I went home and had a dream that I was teaching a kindergarten class how to properly brush their teeth.
Like most people do.
Sure, sure.
I woke up the next morning with a weird taste in my mouth. So I go in there to brush my teeth, and there's a bottle of Preparation H and my toothbrush are sitting together on the cabinet.
Could you get your mouth open?
I could, but it was awful.
You know, I bet the alum content in that made your mouth just go, reek. You know, it's supposed to reduce swelling, so.
There was no swelling.
Your lips sure look thin.
But it was awful. It's the afterwards thought of, oh my gosh, made it worse.
Yeah, that's a,
Yeah.
You guys in the bathroom need to really examine your routines a little bit.
What is the worst thing that you have ever tasted?
You can tell us or text us at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Morning Kicks Takeover starting in just 4 minutes.
On the 4 States #1 for country.
Kicks 102.5.
Yeah, Jones Soda's not bad because I've tried it.
It all
Some
depends
of their
on the one that
Christmas
you have,
flavors
though.
are horrible.
I grew up in South Mississippi.
There was one reindeer poop.
They're all sending worm emojis.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan says, how was the cat food on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, cat food. I think the candied eel was worse than cat food.
Oh, the mudfish was totally worse
Yeah.
than the cat food. The cat food tasted just like tuna.
Because you did try it, didn't you? Yeah.
The mudfish was... I hated it. It was so bad.
Megan says, that's the reason I smell my cup. Sleep over at a friend's house. You have a friend that chews?
The worms crawl and the worms crawl out of your stomach, out of your mouth.
Crawl in,
Jimmy!
the worms crawl out.
Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy, no.
I think Jimmy should try one.
Y'all got worms. All right, tomorrow on the show, guys, we are going to be talking about that person that you know that is technologically challenged, that, bless their heart, you're always helping them work through their phone. My wife, bless her heart. My watch won't update. The time is different than it is on her phone, constantly. And I'm showing her how to connect the Bluetooth. But, yeah, Brett here at the studios. Brett is the technology. I don't know. I press the button. It doesn't do the thing.
Right.
Constantly. So usually that's the old person that is technologically challenged.
And we've also got Secret Sound again, 7:20.
And Jen's movie Rehab. We're getting ready for Halloween. We're going to start tomorrow because we're heading into the first day of October will be on Sunday. So we're going to launch the Halloween movies. Won't really be a scary one this weekend, though.
Or we don't.
But it is an iconic one that I feel like everybody needs to see. You're not going to like it. Nobody ever liked
Beautiful.
it. But we'll find out what it is tomorrow. And Megan's found the hint on the website so that,
it's there somewhere.
It is there. You've just got to find it.
Yep.
And if nobody wins it, we're going to put the answer to the secret sound on the website.
When are we doing that?
Tomorrow morning. We'll do it tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
Yeah. So have a great rest of your Thursday.